Most people give up right before their breakthrough. They even quit on their dream, their faith, their recovery, right at the moment God was about to bless them. And here's the truth. The devil don't even have to destroy you. He just got to get you to quit too early. Today I'm going to tell you why so many people fall short, how I almost did the same thing, and why I finally made the choice not to quit. Let me keep it all the way real with you. I've quit before. I've relapsed when I swore I was done. I started the gym, got sore, and stopped. I set goals, then pushed them off till tomorrow. And every single time I quit, you know what happened? I delayed my own blessing. I prolonged the very thing I was praying for. See, quitting becomes a cycle. Start, stop, start, stop. That cycle is how most people live their whole life. And the sad part, they never knew how close they were to the finish line. They never knew. Never had no idea. But see, Galatians 6:9 says, "And let us not be weary in well-doing. For in due season we shall reap, and we not faint." That means the blessings is already scheduled, but you only see it if you keep walking. Look at Job. He did. He lost everything. Most men would have folded, but he stayed faithful and God gave him double. I realized my problem wasn't God's timing. It was me fainting too soon. Here's what people don't want to hear. Your lack of discipline is costing you more than the devil ever could. You've been trained to want everything fast. Fast money, fast pleasure, fast results. And when it don't come quick, you give up. That's why most people never see their breakthrough. Not because they're cursed, not because God forgot them, but because they quit too soon. I know it because I've lived that cycle. Like I said, I've relapsed, I've messed up, I've stopped when I should have kept going. But I made a decision. I'm done quitting. I'm done starting and stopping. I'm done letting my weakness steal what God has already promised me. That's why I even wrote my book, Discipline Over Everything. Because discipline was the one thing I was lacking, and the one thing that changed everything when I finally committed to it. If you're fighting that cycle of starting and quitting, that book is for you. It's raw, it's real, and it gives you the tools to stay locked. Stay locked in when everything in it you want to give up. I finally said no more. No more prolonging my blessings. No more fainting. I'm in this fight until I see the victory. So here's my message to you. Don't quit. Don't you dare faint at the finish line. I don't care how many times you've relapsed. I don't care how many times you've stopped and started. If you're still breathing, God hasn't canceled your breakthrough. You are closer than you think. One more prayer, one more day of discipline, and one more step of faith. That might be the very thing that unlocks your blessing. So stay the course, push through the pain, trust God's timing. Because if you don't quit, you will reap. That's His word. I'm living proof of it. Don't stop now. Make sure today, before you check out, make sure you go to Amazon and you type in Discipline Over Everything by Sean Gresham. I'll put the link at the bottom if you're watching the YouTube page. If you're watching the YouTube page, make sure you subscribe. If you're watching the Facebook, go to YouTube. If you're watching YouTube, check out Facebook. It's called Built Different, Faith and Fire. Please subscribe to both channels. We're trying to break chains and change one life at a time. It's your boy Sean here. Let's get it.